Well, good morning and welcome to the channel. And today, well, it's a window in the weather, although I did notice there's a little bit more breeze this morning than was forecast, and it's a northerly breeze. So at the moment the sea is okay, but we were hoping to punch it fairly wide today, go out and fish some banks that are out in the shipping lanes. But I might review that plan depending upon how lumpy it gets as we proceed southerly. And you know, if push comes to shove, we can come back and fish a couple of wrecks inshore, or we can go and try and find some bassy marks right under the cliffs. So we've got some plans. I'll put the camera on when those plans start to come to fruition. It is getting a little bit lumpier out here now. You know, it's a following sea, so we're not punching into the steep sides of the waves, but it is punching into a few waves, and we're not that far out yet. So anyway, we'll see how the plans transpire. We've got several plans. We'll see which one we stick with. It might be that we go for plan B or plan C. Other than that, hope you're all right. I hope you're enjoying everything and you're enjoying life. Right, we're going to switch to plan B because it is getting lumpier and lumpier out here, and I've got to remember that I'm going to be punching back into this to get back. So let's go and find an inshore wreck, or a wreck that's not too far from here, and give that a go. So again, right, I think it's going to be plan C. It is way too lumpy out here, so we're going to turn around, we're going to head inshore, and we're going to fish inshore. Yeah, I'd much rather be comfortable and have an enjoyable day fishing than to be struggling in this. So we'll switch back to standby. Go back to standby. Oops, yeah, let's turn to standby and let's turn it around. Way too lumpy out here. I say the forecast was for very light winds today, but when I was getting to the car, I thought, well, there's a bit of wind blowing there. Whoa! And we turned into the sea. That's what I'd have to be punching back into, going back. So I don't like that. So before we get too far, let's get back inshore, get in the shelter of the cliffs, and we'll go lure fishing for bass. Yeah. Okay, I mean, we were the following sea and it was lumpy as hell. We're now going to punch back into that sea to get back. Yeah, it's quite choppy. I'll let you have a look. Yeah, I better slow it right back down to get back. Chopperoonie. So always prepared to have a change of plan, you know, don't rely upon the weather forecast. It's never bang on, but it's quite wrong today. I mean, it might flatten out, it might improve, but I mean, it was maximum of about 7 knot winds today. I mean, this sea has been blowing well up. Right, so we've come in and we're inshore, and I've got a squid jig down on one rod, and I'm having a go fishing lures, sink and draw on the bottom for the other rod. Oh. That was the aerial. Try that again, shall we? Back cast it. That's better. Around the headland here. I will put the camera on when something happens. First squid of the season for me. I can hear some music. There you go. So, have a look at the squid jig I'm using, just so you get some sort of an idea. It's a bright red, but it has a light in it that flashes when it touches the water. Although you can't see it in this daylight, but down at the bottom, the squid can see it, and it's obviously attracting them because that's the first squid I landed, second squid hit I had. Right, I will put the camera on when something starts to happen. There you go, 2 squids to me. And of course I don't think you got any of that. So the camera squid came in with a squid on the end, which I've just shown you. You may or may not have been here what I was saying, but if not, that's what I was saying. And I'm going to now turn the camera off and put it away because I've got some footage and I don't want to lose the camera. We're going to have a go trolling now under the cliff, see if we can't pick up a bass. So that's the next thing we're going to do. So see you in a bit. So we're trolling now, so got a slightly shallow running lure. We'll try that first of all, and if needs be we'll try the deeper running one. There were some big balls of fish showing up on these reefs here. Might be worth coming back and casting to them. But yeah, right in close under the cliffs, as you can see, in about 10 feet of water. Yeah, 10 feet of water. Yeah, let's see if we can get a bass for a tea. Got the squid starter. Can't beat a ginger nut biscuit when you're out fishing. And the dog likes them too. Excuse my chewing sound. The dog's determined to get his head in the bucket with the squids. You'll end up with a black nose. Water clarity is nice and clear anyway. let's turn it and left a little bit here to get into the bay. I'll sort that out in a minute. Right, there's some big schools of fish showing up there, and amongst them there's some big arcs near them. So who knows? Might be some bass there. We'll see. We'll see in a minute. Nothing on the rod tip at the moment. Fish on. Fish on. Might be sizable, I don't know. Let's have a look. Well looked anyway. No, Bertie. No. Aside from the fact they're spiky, it's got a lot of hooks in it. Hey! I was paying it out, and it took it out of my hand. Shush! Here we go. Right, I need to measure it, because if it's 42, it's coming home for dinner. Get down. It's not. No, it's not 42. So, give it a kiss. Put it back, and it's away. Have a fish on the thing. If it is, it's not big. Oh yeah, no, there's definitely a fish there. It's a mackerel, I think. I think it's a mackerel. Yeah, it is a mackerel. Is it a mackerel? No, it's a little bass. Just a little tiny bass. Little schoolie. Bertie, no. Right, we're going to have a little cast about here. I think there's definitely some schoolies here. Maybe try and get in a bit closer. See if I can find that big shoal of fish again. There was a huge shoal of bait fish I went over the top just now. Let's go. Well, it's turning into a lovely afternoon. Probably about 3 o'clock I could have gone and done what I wanted to do, because I think the sea's flattened out now, but it would have been too late. So what I might do, I have got something to do in the morning tomorrow, but what I might do is, if that gets finished and there's no follow-up to it, then I might come out tomorrow afternoon and try and do what I wanted to do today, because the forecast tomorrow is better than today even. So no more ado. Hang on a minute. Might just be this is bouncing on the bottom. I put a squid jig down when I'm tiding the boat away. Yeah, it's just the lead dragging on the bottom of it. Right, finished packing away. If something happens before I get in, I'll put the camera back on, but if not, thank you for joining me, and maybe this video will continue tomorrow. We'll see. If it doesn't, then we didn't get out. Catch you in a bit. it's the next day, and it's quite different to yesterday, shall we say. I'm going to try and do what I planned to do yesterday, but I think you'll agree, if you're just looking out around the boat and everything, the sea's a lot smoother than it was. There's a little bit of breeze picked up during, I mean, first thing this morning it was like a mirror, but unfortunately I did have something I had to do this morning, which resulted in good news, but something I can't really share because it's a personal family matter. But yeah, we're going to get out and we're going to have another go a bit further out, see what we can pick up. Yeah, it's good news, it's good news. So, I'll put the camera on when things start to happen. Gonna find my hat now. Got my hat. Just look at me. Just look at that. It's a proper glass off. Proper glass off. Yeah. Day in 1,000. Day in 1,000. Well, one in a year at least. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. This is what I was hoping it was going to do yesterday. I think it did do this yesterday, but later, about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. By which time it would have been too late to go out where I wanted to go. I'd have to turn around and come straight back again. So I wouldn't have warranted the spending of the fuel. I mean, I'm only going out for an afternoon today, to be honest, because obviously I had commitments this morning. Yeah, it's we've got another 23 minutes to run. And a bit of a clue, you may or may not be able to see it, but there's a big ship on the horizon there, and that's kind of where we're going. So it's about 8 miles away, that is, would you believe? Yeah, the big ship like that is, 8 miles away, it's still quite visible. A little boat like this, 8 miles away, you wouldn't see it. You wouldn't see it. But what a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Let's hope the fish got the memo. Catch you in a bit. We've got to where we're going. We've been here literally 5 minutes. I've had one cuttlefish up to the surface and it came off, so I've got the net ready. I had some launce on my feathers, on my sabikis, and they came off. And I've just got, I came a couple of scad, one of them dropped off at the surface, but I've got a scad in the bait bucket anyway. So I've got some fresh bait. I've got a ship that's coming towards me over there that looks like he's going to miss me. You won't see it on here, I don't think. Maybe as a dot. I can see one side more than the other, so I better keep an eye on him, just in case I'm drifting in front of him. But yeah, we're out and we're fishing. I need to get a bait down and start dragging a bait. Yeah, I need to tackle up a rod for a bait, and I think maybe put the camera down on the bait rod as well. So, yeah, that's the plan. I've got some more scad on here. Or if they come off. There's tiny, tiny little hooks on here. But, because I'm hoping for launce. There's something on there, I think. Yeah, there's definitely something on there. Come on, please be some launce. Be the right result. That's a little scad. That'll do that. There's more than one on there initially, that's for sure. Ooh, ooh, I think I might have a choco on here, which is Portuguese for cuttlefish. Something heavy on there. I'm not bringing the other rod up, am I? Be a nice string of squid. We got a cuttlefish, definitely got a cuttlefish there. It's a big fat boy. Big fat cuttlefish. I'll put him in the bucket. He dropped the lure, so it's a good job I had a net. Big fat choco. I have to say, the squids yesterday, oh, and I got something on that rod. Squids yesterday and the cuttlefish today like this flashing lure. Get that down quickly. Come on, get down, 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 down. Oh, I'm ever going to get a bait out at this rate. Don't know if this is, there's something on there. Bertie, stop it. What have we got in here? Oh, we got another little tiny scad, lovely little bait-sized scad, and a little gurnard, would you believe? I'll put the gurnard back. Hooking my finger, not good. And a lovely little bait-sized scad. I've got a great big lead cuttlefish squid weight on the bottom there, the homemade thing that I made. So in case we pick up a cuttle or something on there, because they're inquisitive. Stop it! God, a dog gets so excited when I catch fish. Probably can hear the cuttlefish in his bucket slithering about. I'll put a bit of water in there for him. Give him a bit of water. Just keep him going. Means he'll ink up again. He's trying to climb out of the bucket. Would you believe? I've got to get a bait down there, so let's concentrate on that. Nearly there. And I want to get the camera down as well so we can see what's going on the bottom there. That ship is missing me. Let me just show it around so you can see. So you can see it. Oh yeah, you should be able to see it. Yeah, he's I'm going along his. I'm going to be passing on his starboard side, and yeah. Right, let's get a bait down. Stop rabbiting, rocking me about. But it's motion of ocean. Get the feathers going, and I think I might have another choco. Bertie, stop singing. I might be wrong. Feels like there's some weight on there. Oh, I think it's come off. I think it just came off. Yeah, it's come off. There was definitely a cuttlefish on there, or squid. But yeah, he's gone. It's not like a barbed hook on these. It's loads of little rings of spikes, so their tentacles get sort of snagged up in them. So it's not a given that they're going to stay on. If they wriggle about a bit, they'll get themselves off. Now the interesting thing is, I've noticed with these cuttlefish, you don't necessarily see a bite with them. It's just gradually gets heavy. Dog's panting. I'm hot. Definitely very hot out here. Wish I put shorts on there. Hopefully that's just a real ratchet letting out line as we drift. Hardly any tide run at the moment, and when there is a tide run, it's a tiny tide. So we're going to hang around quite a while on these spots. I think you're probably better to fish this with a bit more tide, but you know, beggars can't be choosers really. You've got to pick the weather when you can. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. How are we doing as ships on the shipping lanes? I think we're clear of any ships coming this way for a while. Work them feathers a bit, see if we can't. I want some launce is what I want. Oh, might be something on there. It's not rattling and vibrating. No, nothing there. Nothing there. I'm hearing that the mackerel's starting to show. I wonder if yesterday some of those big clouds of fish that I saw on my finder weren't mackerel then, and why the gulls were hanging around. We didn't really give it, and we didn't give it a go for mackerel at all. Perhaps we should have done. I think we'll close the ratchet on this now. I think I want a deck chair out. That's what I want. I can sit down and be comfortable. Well, it's like being in the tropics. It is really hot at the moment. So much so that I've put my sun visors up. I can feel my face burning. And what I haven't got, I don't think I've got any suntan cream here. Sunburnt cream. I'll have a look, maybe I've got some. But yeah, bloody hot. It is bloody hot. Sun is reflecting back off the water, burning my face. Not complaining. I'm not complaining. Trust me, I'm not complaining. But whew, that's what I bought these hoodie things for. The only problem is, of course, you're breathing hot air into them. So if there's a little bit of a breeze, it'd be nice, but there isn't. What I'm hoping is we might see some big bust-ups of tuna. On a day like today, you can see, you can see a tuna 4 or 5 miles away. So you could see a big bust-up out here. They must be here. Well, they must be due to be here. They were here this time last year and the year before. Although this year is very strange. There's the mackerel have disappeared, and yeah, who knows? Who knows? But what you probably would see, the first clue is you'll see gulls working, and I haven't seen any gulls working. Something hit this then. Let's hope it's a squid. I can't feel any weight on it, but I definitely felt a whack on it. Of course, it could be a fish hitting the little tiny fishy lures. No, nothing there. Change one of these, I think. Right, I'm going to wind up the camera rod now. There was a few little knocks on it, and now either it was the lead drag in the bottom that was causing it, or whether it was little fish, or what. What we have got to be careful here is there was lots of weaver fish here. Ooh, no, there's something on here. There's something on there. Dogfish. I reckon dogfish. But if it's a weaver, just be very, very cautious. My good friend Steve got stung a couple of years ago, and it's caused him all sorts of health problems, leading to a stroke. So, don't want that. I love my fishing, but I don't want to die as a consequence of a fish. Got my money on this being a dogfish. Bertie, stop it. Yep, my money would have been safe. The thing about on these banks, there are a lot of these fellas as well. But amongst them, there's some spulass. There's all sorts out here, to be honest. Need a pair of pliers. Their skin is like leather. It's really tough, like bloody cowhide. It's really, really tough. So you get a hook through it, it just don't come out. Right. What's beeping at me? And he's gone. Oh, pricked my finger with my hook. Camera still running? Yep, camera's still running. And that rod was just going like the clappers. I caught it out of the corner of my eye. Yeah, definitely something there. Doesn't feel like a dogfish. Fighting. Hope it's something interesting for the camera. Oh, it is a very big weaver. So we're going to be very careful of this fella. Yeah, we're going to be very careful of him. They are not pleasant and we don't want to get jagged. So we might take him home to eat because they're nice to eat. If I can get him off without getting spiked. They have an attitude. They are trying to get you. They are definitely trying to get you. Yeah, some of them might just cut the hook. What do you think? Alright. That's the cuttlefish down there squirting. Put the camera straight into something on here. Doesn't feel like scad. Doesn't feel like scad, but it is scad. And it's a scad that's been hooked in its tail as well as in its head. So that's why it didn't fight much very hard. Oh, and it's gone. Probably as well, got enough of them, haven't I?
So in the meantime, while I was messing around with that scad, a cuttlefish has come along and settled on the bait on the camera rod. So, and not only does a cuttlefish settle on the bait, but his wingman comes along and tries to eat the camera, as you'll see in a minute. This cuttlefish then eventually takes the bait away, and I'm left with a bare hook. And then that bare hook, on the way up, from having been wound in, catches me a mackerel. Let's watch what happens.
picking my bait up and something hit it on the way up, and it's a macaroon. So I want more bait in the bucket. So we can get a load of them. Maybe I need to fish these feathers mid-water. Something on here. I'm not sure if what's over on here hasn't gone over and interfered with the squid rod, because the squid rod suddenly looked like it had a bite as I wound into this. But we'll see in a minute. Not coming up yet. Must be a coincidence. What have we got here? We have got a bullace. A lovely bullace. I think it's a bullace anyway. Yeah, it's bullace. It's not a big bullace by any means, but it's a bullace nonetheless. We like bullace. They are like dogfish but with an attitude. Bertie! Obviously related to dogfish. Very closely related to dogfish, but they have a set of teeth, unlike a dogfish's teeth. Let's have a look at that. So they have got a set of notches on there, on them, and they will bite you. Now the main way of telling the difference, obviously they're bigger, a bit broader head, and also they have these nasal flaps there. But yeah, nice little bullace. I think I've got another cuttlefish on here. There's a net, it's handy over there. Oh, the mackerel feathers are going. Who seems to be one rod go, the other rod goes? What's going on? Not bringing them up, I think. I don't think you see it, but this rod is going as well. Oh yeah, it's definitely got a choco on there. Where's the net? Yeah, in case it lets go. Oh. Another big choco. Oh, and he took the one that looks like a proper prawn, which is nice to know. Straight in the bucket and straight out again, inking everywhere. Oh, maybe deck black. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, and he's squirting up the side of the boat. Thank you, Mr. Cuttlefish. I always wanted a black boat. Jeez, I think I had a bite. Oh, something there, I think. Hard to say. Oh no. Maybe. Oh, just a tiny little scad. Something on there. It's almost like a cuttlefish, but unlikely I'm going to get a cuttlefish on this, but you never know. If it's a cut little let go. Oh no, it's a rock. A rock with a dead man's finger on it, and the jig obviously dragged into it. That explained why it wasn't putting that much of a fight. I'll chuck it back and let it grow to be a big one. What a great day. What a great day. Better phone the boss back now. You do have to have your wits about you when you're out here, because looking up the shipping lane, there are 3 ships and 2 of them are coming straight at me. So I think I might lift my rods and yeah, let's see what happens, see if they turn, if they pick me up on their radar or not. I'll turn this around and see if you can see it. Yeah, you probably can't see it, but there's 3 ships there. The one on the right, which doesn't look like it's got a great deal on board because it's quite high out of the water, it's coming straight at me. Actually, it looks like he's turned a little bit. And he's now going to go to my starboard side. The one on the left, that looks like it's coming straight at me, so we'll just keep an eye on them. Yeah, keep an eye on those. We're going to pack up and come in soon anyway, because to be honest with you, it's getting on for 4 o'clock and not catching a lot of fish, am I really? Might be nice to steam back in and see if I get some bass on the surface on the way back in. On a night like tonight, could well get bass work in the surface inshore. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We're not going to risk these 3 ships that are coming straight at me. Wind these rods in, steam out of their way, and then yeah, start heading in. Camera up. Now I had a live little live scad on there. Something has woofed it, so it'll be interesting to see if I've got that on film. Be interesting to see what's done that. I'm back where I started yesterday, back at just off Splash Point at Seaford, tidied the boat away, and I just put the squid jig down for a little while, just on the off chance I'll pick up another squid, which is where I was picking them up yesterday. It's weird because it's choppy in here, which is bizarre. And I guess it's something to do with the surface heating and a little bit of a day breeze that's inshore, because obviously 10 miles out, or more than 10 miles out, it was mirror calm, wasn't it? But in here it is just a little bit choppy. So I think we've had the best of 2 days. Haven't caught a vast amount of fish, but we've had, how many species have we had today? We've had scad, mackerel, dogfish, bullhuss, gurnard, and of course cuttlefish.
Don't forget the weaver fish.
So if you count that as a fish, which I do, it's certainly a target. That's 6 species, isn't it? So you know, it's all right. We've not blanked. It was fun. It was great to be out there. I've been wanting to get out there for a while and just haven't been able to get it together with the weather and everything like that. So let's hopefully we'll get some more trips out there before the end of the season. And I mean, the tides were tiny. It was tiny. We're hardly drifting. You need a little bit of a drift there. I don't think you want to go going too fast, but you do need to be chugging on a little bit, dragging your bait along the bottom. So we didn't get that today. Fishing, you know, it's never perfect. It's never perfect. Thank you very much for joining me. If you haven't done so already, come over and check out the Facebook page. You do have to answer a couple of questions to get on the Facebook page. That's just to keep the spammers and AI and stuff off it. But please do answer those questions and then join us on the Facebook page, and we can chat and talk about things. I've been posting pictures all during the day of my catch on the Facebook page. Come over to that. It's Sea Fishing with CJ. Yeah, anyway, I will catch you on the next one. Obviously, if something happens as I keep saying, I will put the camera back on, but if not, thank you very much for joining me. I will see you again soon. Well, I've just had a squid. Let's have a look at that. So we'll keep doing this for a little while then. So I miscounted. Forgot the weaver fish. So we've had scad, dogfish, bullhuss, gurnard, mackerel, weaver, cuttlefish, squid. So it's 8 things, 8 species on the boat today. I'm gonna get a couple more squid. That is really it, and we're almost out of battery anyway. So I'm going to head in now, call it a day. Thank you very much for joining me. See you on the next one.